What's up, zoners? This is Tyler, Big Turd Ward, and Jason, the lucky bastard, Youth and Walt, coming at you live from the West Coast. And this is the Fantasy Red Zone, man. Today, we're going to tell you which players we think that you should trade for. And we've got a calculator, man. Real life trades that are happening right now. So we enter the name, trades that happen today, man. We're going to go over that so you can see what it would take to get these so-called said players, trade targets. Also, players to trade away. Maybe even some players to hold on to so tight, Jason. So anyways, we got that. We also have the fantasy news, even though I forgot to look that up, Jason. I'll look that up right now while you're telling the public how they can help this show.
Yes, if you guys made this far, and please smash the like if you're new to the channel. Please subscribe. It pushes us out to other platforms or devices. I can't even talk right now. We're also on the radio on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. We got a thank you button on all of our videos if you're feeling friendly. Back to you, Tyler.
Jason.
Yes.
Joe Alt-Delete tackle. Joe Alt-Delete is out for the year, dude. So that sucks. Man, all we talked about was the Chargers offensive line. The Chargers offensive line. Going to be top 5 this year. And man, right off the bat, they suffered that Rashawn Slater injury and now Joe Alt. He looked amazing. Kevani Vidal did great when he was in. And as soon as he was out, it was bad. So Justin Herbert, Quentin Johnston, Jason, we'll talk about in a little bit. Trade away, maybe. All right. So a lot of people are going to be affected. It's going to go back to Keenan Allen and probably Ladd McConkey and the tight end getting all the points.
Yeah, I was getting updates on it, some notifications. I think it was like through Twitter. And then when they said, they're like, it's just like, the cart is out for Joe Alt. Joe Alt is on the cart. Joe Alt is on the cart going to the locker room. And I was like, well, there goes that running game that we talk so highly about. And even Vegas was saying what? He was going to get like 77 yards and a touchdown. I think he ended up with like 3 or 4 carries. And that game in general was crazy. Didn't like the Chargers like start off like 14 or down 14 points?
It was a defensive touchdown by the Titans and then a kickoff return by the Titans.
Yeah.
Or a return, whatever it was.
Yep.
So not good. All right. Also, let's see. Tucker Kraft did, in fact, tear his ACL. Hey, we've got another player to trade for that I think will benefit from this greatly. But he was just becoming, Jason, top 3 tight end option. All right? And he is off the board. So Joe Alt off the board. We got Tucker Kraft off the board. I do know that fantasy football takes some skill, man. But 90% of it is luck with health, all right? Maybe not even your player. It's just like offensive line or the quarterback or some crazy shit. So this sucks, Jason.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah, I was enjoying watching Tucker Kraft this year because I have Josh Jacobs in my league. Watching this guy just dominate, especially near the when he gets close to the goal line in the red zone. And then this happened. I was like, damn, dude. But, yeah, Tyler, there's someone else you could trade for now. TBT.
Right. Yeah. Omarion Hampton, I do want to talk about real fast. Not expected to return from IR until after the Week 12 bye. Jason, you have Omarion Hampton. Would you be tempted to trade him away with Kevani Vidal there and everything?
Yeah.
Or are you holding on?
No, I'd trade him away. Oh, Ferguson fumble. That's cool. Yeah, I would trade him away because
Ferguson. God.
I need help. I need help, man. I got everyone injured. I don't know if I'm going to make it.
Yeah, so Marion Hampton, if you were in Dynasty, like I have him in our Dynasty, whatever, dude. He's going to probably be riding the bench forever. But, hey, maybe trade him away. Try to package him up and get something good. Let's see. I think that is it. Kyler Murray was linked to trade talks. I think that's a bunch of bullshit. Yeah. Oh, Samaje Perine suffered a high ankle sprain and will be out weeks. So we wondered why Chase Brown got 15 targets. Chase Brown is going to be getting a lot of touches for the next month.
I saw that running back came in a little bit, Taj Brooks. I think he only had 2 carries or 2 snaps, something very limited.
2 carries or 2 snaps, or 2 carries and 2 snaps?
Well, he could have 2 carries and 5 snaps. Right?
Yeah. All right, I'm going to share something with you guys. We're going to get right into this shit. All right? Start off, I usually like the value. I like to go value, not the big names. But I've got some big names in here. You can already see them. I can't hide it. But we'll talk about that guy in a second, Jason. All right, our first bye, Jason. And I'm not talking about the bye week. I'm talking about buy, dude, just like I can't do. I work for the government. What do you think I'm trying to buy out here right now? Food stamps? How much for your food stamps, sir? Wan'Dale Robinson, Jason, 13 fantasy points, 9 receptions for 46 yards. All right. He had a 34% target share against the 49ers. He ran a route on every single Jackson Dart drop back. You're talking about opportunity. That's insane, man. He, however, failed to reach 50 yards on his 11 targets. At Chicago versus Green Bay and at Detroit. Jason, if I could trade for Wan'Dale Robinson, dude, I would try to do that, especially if I was wide receiver needy. He is a set it and forget it wide receiver 2. His floor is like 10 fantasy points plus. So how would you feel about trading for Wan'Dale Robinson?
Yeah, man. I feel like I've been talking about this guy for like 3-4 weeks now. Like, I'm all about Wan'Dale Robinson. I feel like he fits great with Jackson Dart with Malik Neighbors out.
I remember I picked him up. He was my waiver king, man, because he had 8 targets in the first half and then injured himself like 2 years ago. So I was like, dude, you got to pick this guy up for 3 years. But now he's actually has a good quarterback, and it is paying off big time. So at Chicago, I think he'll be pretty damn good against them versus Green Bay's going to be a little tough. And Detroit, man, they just let the Vikings actually get some fantasy football points on the offensive side. So 2 or 3 good matchups coming up. Also, stay tuned for a strength of schedule show coming out, tomorrow? Or no, on Thursday morning. All right. So which players have the best schedule remaining? And which ones you want to target and stuff like that.
And the
Look
worst,
for Wan'Dale
right?
Robinson on here. What'd you
The
say?
best and worst strength of schedule?
And worst, the players you want to avoid, maybe trade away as well. So all that ties in. So Jason, what would you have to give up to get Wan'Dale Robinson?
Before I go into that, they just showed Stephen A. Smith like doing a handshake with like Jerry Jones up in the Jones suite. I'm like, what are you doing here? Get him off the street.
What'd you say?
No, I do not like Stephen A. Smith.
Oh, dude. My dad thought he was the greatest guy ever, and then it took him like 6 months, and he's like, I can't stand this guy.
My dad still likes him for some reason. I don't get it.
See
Anyway,
he gets worked up. He just gets worked up.
that's all he does. I could yell louder. Okay. Travis Kelce, Wan'Dale Robinson.
Straight up?
Straight up, dog.
Give me Wan'Dale, man. Give me the floor of Wan'Dale. Travis Kelce's going to be like this. Is it a standalone game, Jason? In his contract, he will do well. If it's a 1 o'clock afternoon, whatever, dude. He does not do well unless it's a standalone game.
And then, what'd you do? Deebo Samuel, Wan'Dale Robinson for Rome Odunze.
Oh, my Lord, dude. All 3 of these people are on this list, Jason. That's funny.
Wow, that's crazy.
So Wan'Dale and Deebo for Rome Odunze. And Rome Odunze hasn't done shit in like a month. I think I would keep Wan'Dale, Jason.
So you would keep Wan'Dale and Deebo.
In my head, I'm like, dude, but Odunze is like a top tier wide receiver. Dude, he has not done anything for a while, dude.
Yeah, what was he? 0 for 3 last week against the horrible Bengals?
I would think I would go Robinson and just take that floor right now.
Okay. And then last, let's stay with the same team. Wan'Dale Robinson for Tyrone Tracy.
Oh, dude, you don't want Tyrone Tracy right now? You kidding me? Singletary's just jacking that up. Yeah, Rome Odunze, I mean, 3 targets. He had 10 targets and 114. He only has 2 games with over 100 yards. All of his touchdowns came in the first 4 games. He has not had a touchdown in the last 4 games. As much as I like trading for Odunze, I would not like giving up a more productive wide receiver over the last month for him. And he's got against New Orleans, Baltimore, and Cincinnati, dude, the last 3 games. Some of the 3 best matchups you could possibly ask for. So that's scary. All right.
Yeah.
So, surprisingly, Jason, I'd rather keep Wan'Dale Robinson. So, I think Wan'Dale Robinson, for what you have to give up, is a huge value.
Must buy.
Right. Must buy. All right, Jason, you ready for this one? Since people already saw it, I might as well get it out of the way.
Yep.
I own this dude. I own him. And it's been a roller coaster over the last month. It's like good, bad, good, bad, good, bad. Jahmyr Gibbs, 5 fantasy points. That's it. 9 rushes for 25 yards. we saw David Montgomery come in and get that damn touchdown. 3 receptions for 3 yards. He was getting abused. All right. Pass protection, he was not good, Jason. They were blitzing. They were hitting Jared Goff. They had to keep David Montgomery in, man. It was insane. So that was what happened there. I do not like that because usually the Detroit's offensive line is so good they don't need to worry about that kind of stuff. He was asked to pass block 15 snaps, more than he had opportunities. So, yeah, he was pass blocking 15 snaps, and he only had 12 opportunities. Dave Montgomery played 18 fewer snaps, but had more opportunities and more targets. The targets is what pisses me off. He did lose a fumble, so maybe, a little bit goes back towards Jahmyr Gibbs. And, man, people were freaking out. They're like, man, Jahmyr Gibbs is one of the biggest busts this year. And so I went back, because this is my first year owning Jahmyr Gibbs, but I always thought he started off slow, right? Dude, through the first 8 weeks last year, he was running back 6, and he didn't have I don't think he had a good game week 9 either. And then through the first 6 games this year, through the first 8 games this year, Jason, he's the same, running back 6. So an exact, pretty much performances from this year to last year. I think he has 6 rushing touchdowns this year, 7 rushing touchdowns at this point last year. But still, man, like Jahmyr Gibbs is going to turn it on usually at the end. Montgomery usually gets hurt, and that's what happens. But he did not go crazy until Montgomery got hurt in the last third of the season.
Right.
So Jahmyr Gibbs right now, I am trying to trade for and hoping. Now this is going to be an expensive one. Romo Dunze and a bunch of other shit. I have no idea. Maybe Quentin Johnston, and whatever, dude. You have to give up a running back, some stuff like that. At Washington, at Philadelphia, at the Giants. Washington just lost one of their cornerbacks, Marshawn Lattimore. He wasn't playing well anyways. Philadelphia might be playing better. They're getting healthy. And the Giants, dude, I'm not afraid of that secondary either. So, the front 7. But anyways, Jason, give me Jahmyr Gibbs.
Okay, what'd you do? Jahmyr Gibbs. Okay. Quinshon Judkins, A.J. Brown for Jahmyr Gibbs.
Wait. Oh, A.J. Brown. I was thinking A.J. Green. I'm like, he's got Joe Flacco throwing to him. So A.J. Brown and who?
Quinshon Judkins.
Dude, if Quinshon Judkins had not gotten injured, I would say I would take that. But with Quinshon Judkins in whatever, I would stay with Jahmyr Gibbs, Jason.
Stefanski giving up his play calling.
I saw that.
2nd year in a row.
And I like Stefanski calling plays. I don't know why people hate it so much, but I'm not a Browns fan.
Okay, Nico Collins, Rico Dowdle for Jahmyr Gibbs.
Woo! Give me Nico Collins. Give me Rico Dowdle. Slow clap. Rico Dowdle is insane right now. I thought he was injured. He came back and ran for another 100 yards.
Oh, bro, yeah. We're going to talk about that exact thing here in a second.
So, yeah, dude, if you can get Nico Collins, I know it sucks with CJ Stroud out. But, hey, man, he gets the targets. He is a high-end wide receiver 2, if not a wide receiver 1. And you get Rico Dowdle? Yeah, I would probably trade away with Jahmyr Gibbs for that.
I want to make this difficult for you. Javonte Williams, Roma Dunze for Jahmyr Gibbs.
I love Javonte Williams. But Roma Dunze is a little scary. I want to get him for cheap. If I gave up Jahmyr Gibbs, I'd want something more productive than Roma Dunze for the last month. So I would not do it, Jason. I wouldn't do it.
Okay.
Jason, I want to go to yours. I think you said buy DJ Moore.
Rico Dowdle.
Oh, I didn't see that one. Here, let me see this. Ooh. Okay, go for it.
Okay, well, hopefully it's not too late to buy, but I guess depending on how desperate you are to win. Week 7 versus the Jets, he had 17 carries to Hubbard's 14. Week 8 versus the Bills, 2nd in carries behind Hubbard, 8-12. The split isn't good for business. You know what I mean? Yeah. Cut that. 2 days after Dave Canales said that he was going to be the starter and get bulk of the carries, he posted a 74% snap share, 83% carry share, 15% target share, 25 carries at 3 targets for a total of 141 yards, and 2 touchdowns in Green Bay. Hubbard had 5 carries for 17 total yards. So, Dowdle is he's averaging 175 rushing yards per game and 31.5 fantasy points per game in his 3 games with at least 20 touches. Insane. And this guy got hurt. He got hurt in the game. He did a 29-yard rush. Looked like he hurt his groin. He's all running on the sideline and stuff. He's like, "Get me back in there, coach." That dude ended up putting up another 60 yards on a touchdown after it. And he was still during those runs, he was walking up slow. He was in pain. Dude, they kept him in there. They did not want Hubbard back in the game. I think this guy's going to be the main starter, the main star going forward. Next week he has the Saints. And then he has the Saints again later in the season. Send the trade and lock him in, dog. Do it.
So Jason, he's running back 3 over the last month before this game. That's with a 5-point performance and a 10-point performance. Those are standard leagues. Oh my God. So yeah, dude, he's gonna be he's literally in the Christian McCaffrey territory right now. So, and I love Dave Canales. He's and they don't want to throw the ball. So yeah, dude, if you want to pay up, who would you rather have? And we talked about this earlier, man. You could give up Rico Dowdle for Jahmyr Gibbs. So if you got Jahmyr Gibbs, you could get Rico Dowdle plus, and you have that crazy. I don't know what dude. When you watch the games, it doesn't look like anything special. He just keeps on going. You think he's tackled, and then just keeps on going. I don't know. It doesn't jump off the screen or anything, but it just every single play, dude. It's 20 yards.
That offensive line, when it comes to the run game, is playing very well. They dominated the trenches against the Packers, man. It was he looked really good. And he's also, here's a little fun fact, when Rico Dowdle gets at least 15 touches in the game, the Panthers are undefeated.
Oh my God.
So I think that might be something to think about when the coach is determining who he wants in, Hubbard or him. Anyway, let's do this. Oh, we already did that one. What'd you do? Oh, snap. Oh, this is okay. Amarian Hampton. We talked about him earlier. Mario Hampton, Rico Dowdle for Davion Achane.
Huh. I would rather, dude. The Miami Dolphins scare the shit out of me. I think I would just keep Dowdle, Jason, and Popo Marion. You have 2 running backs. You know what I'm saying? I would just do that. Achane's great, but I mean, right now, Rico Dowdle's been scoring more points than him. Devontae Achane, 10 points, 27 points, 10 points, 15 points. Nah, he's not like he once was that year that you had him, Jason. So I would keep Dowdle.
And then let's do this. Rico Dowdle or Rashee Rice?
Oh. Which one would I rather have?
Yep.
Depends on what you need, but I would try to get my hands on. Dude, even in a bad game, Rashee Rice got 18 fantasy points. So I would try to get Rashee Rice, dude. That's not going anywhere. That's going to be rock solid till the end of the year. He's not going to be running away from anything.
Okay, then last one. What about Rico Dowdle for?
He ran away from that. He ran away from that wreck. You remember that?
Oh yes, his kryptonite, breaking the law. Rico Dowdle, Drake London.
Drake London off a 3-touchdown game.
So high.
Man, I probably would go Rico Dowdle with the run. He's a really a top 5. Would you run top 5 running back for a top 8 wide receiver? I would take the running back, even if it was a top 5 wide receiver. I'd still take the running back.
Yeah. Do we think Drake London's going to be able to put up another 3-touchdown, 35-point game?
No, but he does get the targets that I do like, Jason.
He does get the targets.
So, but yeah,
Rico Dowdle. We know that Rico Dowdle is capable of 150 rushing yards because he's done it 3 times.
Yeah, no shit. That's insane, dude. All right. Let me get to this. I'm going to scroll up to the next one. Jason, Jahmyr Gibbs. Oh, you better trade. Dude, this guy is still not 100%. He's 40% owned in waivers. Joe Flacco, Jason, 33 fantasy points. He threw for 470 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. I put versus Cincinnati. He's on Cincinnati. Well, that doesn't make sense. It was, who did they just play? Oh, versus Chicago. With Joe Burrow last season, Jason, the Bengals averaged a strong 3.2 offensive touchdowns per game. And 4 Joe Flacco starts the season, the Bengals are averaging 3.5 offense. I tried to get Joe Burrow this year. I wanted to get him in the 3rd round or something like that. Joe Flacco's better than that. So, oh my God, dude, they are on a bye this week, so you get him for cheap. at Pittsburgh versus New England. I know Pittsburgh just played well, but hey, man, they could play just as bad. And New England is tough, but they are playing him at home. So Joe Flacco, Jason, I would try to trade for, and I would put this full in over Daniel Jones and Baker Mayfield right now. That's how confident I am. I own both. So how do you feel about Joe Flacco?
Dude, I'm playing this guy every week in our Dynasty League. He's even on a bye this upcoming week, and I'm still going to play him. That's how good he's been. He's tearing it up, dude.
So, hey, I'm just saying, man, if you need a quarterback, it is worth sending some stuff, man. We'll see how cheap you can get him for. I would imagine you can still get him for cheap, Jason.
Hey, you're not wrong. The second one on here is Dalton Kincaid for Joe Flacco.
That's tough, but, I would take Joe Flacco over Dalton Kincaid. Dalton Kincaid just had his best game. I thought about trading him away, but I've been doubting him a lot this year, and he's been proving me wrong, Jason.
Dude, this is crazy. Okay, what about Harold Fanning for Joe Flacco?
Oh, hell yeah. Give me Joe Flacco, Jason.
And then there's one, I can't even believe this happened. Somebody definitely got, what they say? Fleeced? Fleeced? Tank Bigsby for Joe Flacco.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That must be after that. Did you see the Saquon Barkley was injured?
Last one. I just want to do this one really quick. Would you do Joe Flacco, Deebo Samuel for Jordan Love?
Oh, hell no. I'd start Flacco over Jordan Love.
You know what I'm thinking is that these people don't think – they're trying to sell high, and they don't think Flacco's going to continue on for the rest of the year.
And also what I was thinking was that Tank Bigsby trade was probably to a Saquon Barkley owner.
Oh, yeah. Oh, true. Very true, yeah.
And you got me thinking about Kincaid, Jason. That fool he hasn't had more than 6 targets in a game, but he's had 4 games with 6 targets, so half the games. He also has had a touchdown in half his games, or more than half his games. Dude, he's got 2 100-yard receiving games in the last 3 weeks. But sandwiched in between all this is like a 2-target game, a 3-target game with like 20 yards. So he is still like this, but hey, considering the tight ends this year, Dalton Kincaid, man, has been doing better than I thought. So
his consistency is an F.
Oh, damn. F around, find out. All right, Jason, next trade 4. I don't think I have. I thought I cut down on all these, but we'll see. Christian Watson, man, only 7 fantasy points. 2 receptions on 4 targets. He had 4 targets the week before. But that was the second most of Green Bay wide receivers for 58 yards versus Carolina. Only 11.4% target share. He led the Green Bay wide receivers in yards with 85 in his season debut last week. Matthew Golden left the game with a shoulder injury, and then Tucker Kraft is out for the season, man. This guy was a 2nd-round draft pick 3 years ago versus Philadelphia week 10. They were giving it the 16th most fantasy points, and usually they are giving up points on the outside, not in the slot. But hey, man, all those balls that were like just prayer, throw it up for grabs to Tucker Kraft, I think, Jason, will go to Christian Watson. I don't know if you saw his contested catch this last week, but it was like amazing. I was like, I thought it was Tucker Kraft. He got up and it was Christian Watson. So I am looking for Christian Watson to take a couple steps forward after these injuries.
Yeah, that catch was like the only good thing that happened with the Packers this weekend.
Yeah. The helmets, too. The helmets were awesome.
Here we go. Here we go. Christian Watson for... Oh, okay. Darnell Mooney. Christian Watson for Kyle Monanagai.
Oh, if you get Monanagai, it sucks because he was one of my league winners sleepers or whatever. And I drafted him, and then I couldn't hold on to him, Jason. He might be I still have him in our sleeper league, or in our dynasty league.
Yeah, he was my handcuff hero this offseason.
Handcuff hero. He's got stars in his eyes.
Christian Watson, Aaron Jones.
Christian Watson or Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones did well, man. He was explosive. Shit. Are the Vikings going to be good? They don't want to throw the ball. I think I'd have to take the running back in that situation, Jason, because I do not believe in Jordan Mason right now.
We know he's also hurt, right? He's got like an AC joint.
Oh, who? Jordan Mason?
Aaron Jones.
Yeah. Shit. But Christian Watson might as well be hurt too. He's always hurt. So
good point. Very good point.
something like I don't really. I mean, they're both walking out there with a fragile sign on them. But yeah, I think with the way the Vikings played, I think it's shaping me. It's molding me. I would think I would go with Aaron Jones, even though last week I would have said, give me Christian Watson.
What about for Dak Prescott? Christian Watson for Dak Prescott.
Has Dak Prescott been doing that bad lately, Jason?
He really had just one bad game against the Broncos, but he's not doing well this game. But the anytime they get something going, you got Jake Ferguson fumbling the ball, or the Cowboys scored on the special teams, I believe.
I would take Dak, dude. I mean, before that terrible game versus Denver, 3 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns. So you're getting like 3+ touchdowns, man, every single week. I feel like he was better without CeeDee Lamb, Jason.
Yeah, try harder.
You freaking try hard. All right. Is that it?
Yep.
Let's see. Do I have any more? Oh, last one, Jason. And this is bad. I don't even want to do this. This is disgusting. But hey, I got to talk about it where the value is. Deebo Samuel, Jason, 9 fantasy points, 5 receptions for 41 yards. He had a rush as well, which makes me think that he's actually healthy. Target share per game in games with Terry McLaurin this year, 22.8%. Without, is that 31% pretty much? Terry McLaurin ain't coming back anytime soon. Versus Detroit, who scores points. Then you get Miami. There's a great matchup. And then you have a bye. So, Jason, for 2 weeks, Deebo Samuel should have good games. And you should be able to trade for him super cheap right now.
Yeah. I do like this one.
I don't like it. But I'm just saying, for super value and somebody that can fill in for the next couple of weeks, maybe even a month or something, not bad. And Jaden Daniels, dude, I saw that arm. Jaden Daniels ain't coming back anytime soon.
He looked like a Lego set.
Dude, that was so bad.
Yeah.
He didn't look,
but, I mean, it was his non-throwing arm, so.
I don't care, man. That shit was crazy. I'm surprised that bone didn't pop straight out of his. And then I remember when he was coming out and everybody was sharing those pictures of his elbow being all crazy. And I was like, man, I wonder what happened. Now what's it going to look like?
Yeah. Ooh, that one was hard to watch. Okay. Saquon Barkley, Deebo Samuel for CeeDee Lamb.
I want to say keep Saquon Barkley, Jason. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, right before he what did he get? He had like 30 points like the week before he went into his bye week.
Well, who do you think is going to be a higher draft pick next year, Jason? CeeDee Lamb or Saquon Barkley?
CeeDee Lamb.
Then take CeeDee Lamb. I'm looking at CeeDee Lamb right now, and it's like, yeah, like he got 10 targets versus Denver. So even versus Denver, he had 14 fantasy points. So give me CeeDee Lamb, Jason.
All right, what'd you do? Deebo Samuel for Terry McLaurin.
Hell no. I'm not trading for Terry McLaurin. The fool's played like 2 games. And then one of them, you can't do it, man. You can't trade for somebody that is that injured. You can't do it.
And then, okay, so what about Jaylen Warren?
Oh, damn. Deebo Samuel for... Yeah, I would try to get Jaylen Warren. The only problem there, Jason, is that the Pittsburgh Steelers apparently are in the market for a dynamic running back. So,
they got
Breece
one.
Hall, step on up. Step on down, Breece Hall. Jason, the Chargers aren't going to trade for Breece Hall anymore because they don't even have the offensive line for it.
Yeah, scratch it. All about next year.
You told me to scratch it, Jason.
DJ Big Turd.
DJ Big Turd. All right, Jason, hold. I don't know what to do with this guy. I don't know what to do. I don't know. After you talking about some of these trades that you were packaging up, I'm thinking maybe I would trade him away. But right now I had him as a hold. Rome Odunze had 0 fantasy points, dude. Caleb Williams caught 2 passes for 22 yards and a touchdown against the Bengals. Rome Odunze caught 0 passes for 0 yards and 0 touchdown against the Bengals. So Odunze finished the day with a 9.4% target share. His previous low target share was 17.2%. And here comes Colston Loveland, top 10 overall draft pick versus the Giants. Whatever, that's fine. At Minnesota, that could be tough. Versus Pittsburgh could be tough as well. So, Jason, Rome Odunze, do you hold him for better days? He's been shit for a month, dude. So what do you do? I'm thinking now, again, I think that I would package him up and try to trade for Jahmyr Gibbs or something. What would you do?
I'm holding. He did score 19 points against the Ravens just 2 weeks ago, but I think the main thing that we need to think about here is that Cole Kmet went out with a concussion in the fourth drive of the game. And when he's not playing, looks like Loveland dominates.
Yeah.
So, next week? You're usually out 1 week with a concussion. Loveland can have another good game, but I'm starting to worry, what's it going to look like with Loveland playing like this, but Cole Kmet comes back. So I feel like if Cole Kmet comes back, maybe Loveland's not going to play as well, which will open it up more again for Rome Odunze. I don't know. Got to hold. For me, I like to see it. I got to see the pattern, so I would hold.
All right, so let's move on. We only have 2 holds here. Because no reason to go over the trades if we're trying to hold it. Another one, Jason. I don't know what to do with this guy. Cortland Sutton, man, 10 fantasy points. He only had 1 reception for 30 yards. I think he had 6 targets. Over his first 5 games, he was averaging 16 points per game, PPR points. Over his last 4, that went down to 10. And Troy Franklin is out targeted Sutton 32 to 25 over the last 4 games. They get Las Vegas, great matchup. Kansas City, terrible matchup, and then a bye. So if it's not like a touchdown, Jason, he's been doing bad. And Troy Franklin is emerging as maybe the favorite target there. Do you try to trade him away before maybe Franklin takes over more and more? Cortland Sutton got that contract before the year started. So this is surprising. How do you feel about, holding Cortland Sutton? Would you try to trade him away or trade for him? Do you think he's going to bounce back?
I'm looking at his rest of the season schedule, and it doesn't look too pretty. He's got a couple of good games there. He did have oh man, you know what? He did face against a really good defense last week, and the week before that against Dallas, he had a touchdown called back, and then he had another touchdown that he just dropped, which would have gave him it would have given him near 20 points.
Right.
Oh my gosh! I think you hold. See how he does it. I think, see what happens against the Raiders, man.
That's great, Jason. It's the first time you ever agreed on our holds together. I want to hold your hand. All right, Jason. The Beatles suck.
What? I know that song.
Beatles?
Yeah.
I think it's the Beats from Doug, the cartoon The Doug. I need more allowance. You remember that song?
Oh, man. What's that? What's that other song that they do about tofu?
Oh,
yeah.
Killer tofu. Who?
Killer tofu. Yeah.
All right. Anyways, moving forward. Oh, I messed this up. But let's see. I'll do this. So Mark Andrews, Jason, is a sell to me. All right. There we go. 16 fantasy points that fool had, and he only caught 2 balls. 2 receptions for 22 yards and 2 touchdowns. 2 rushes for 4 yards. Good thing he didn't get 2 yards, Jason. I would have blacked out and be on the ground right now. Versus Miami. All right, so great matchup. It was Miami. Lamar Jackson's first game back. He had a pair of touchdowns on Thursday night, but also had just a 13% target share. He failed to reach 20% target share in 4 straight games. At Minnesota, and I do want to preface this, dude, Minnesota, holy shit. They gave up some of the most points to tight ends last year. And then who just went against Sam Laporta was insane versus them this last week. So I was wondering, is this going to start happening again? Cleveland and then the Jets. So 3 matchups that I really don't like that much. Jason, I would try to get, especially at Cleveland, that's going to be a low scoring game, man. So give me whatever I can get for Mark Andrews, and I'm getting rid of him. I'm selling. It's like at the end of Lord of the Rings, man. I'm gonna sail him away to a different place.
Sail him. Sail.
I'm gonna sail him.
Sail him. Yep. That was a good one, Tyler. I appreciate that.
I cried. I didn't cry at that part. I didn't cry.
2 receptions, 2 touchdowns. He's batting 100%. It's not going to stay that way. So move on. Mark Andrews for DeAndre Swift.
2 wars? We're fighting
2 wars? There's 2 wars?
Got to get DeAndre Swift, Jason. I mean, I need to see how serious. I would look up to see how serious this injury is because I haven't looked up too deep into it. I know he's been dealing with the same. I think he's been dealing with this injury for like 3 weeks. So, but if you were comfortable with DeAndre Swift's health, I would try to get him.
Mark Andrews for what?
He's only 26 years old still. DeAndre Swift.
Man, that's crazy.
I know. I think of him being old.
Yeah, like 36.
I wish I was 36.
Mark Andrews or Travis Etienne?
Dude, Etienne's been nuts.
He got like 16 points last week, I think.
Yeah, I mean, dude, he finally. I mean, it was. Yeah, he's had 2 good games. That's it. But he had 22 carries this last week. So give me the running back that's getting, around 15 carries a game and potentially 20 plus if the game script's okay.
And I think the Raiders are actually pretty good against the run. I know they are for yards before contact. They're one of the best. And
his explosive still. I mean, a rush of 20 yards, 13 yards, 48 yards, 30. I mean, yeah. So I would probably do that, Jason.
Okay. And then what was the other one that I just saw here? It was, I was just wondering if you wanted to do straight up and do Mark Andrews for Dallas Goderte.
Straight up now, do you really want to tell me, do you really want to love me forever? Oh. Or is this just a hit and run? Rashee Rice. I would take Dallas Goderte, Jason, because that fool is like 20 points every other game.
It's funny, though, because like we're talking about how Mark Andrews gets like 2 receptions, and then Dallas Goderte gets like 3 receptions. So we are upgrading.
Oh my God, you're right. I mean, but dude, he's got a touchdown in every game every game except for 2 games, Jason, a touchdown. This fool.
Yeah.
He is Mark Andrews. He's just a better Mark Andrews.
Yeah.
So
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty much the same thing for that same thing, but you're probably trading for 1 tier up with Goderte. All right, Jason. Next up, let me move this dude down. I was trying to trade for this fool for a while. Quentin Johnston, right? And he finally had a good week again. But the problem is, Jason, that Joe Alt went down. Now I don't want Quentin Johnston. That's all. I don't care. So it's going to be Herbert's going to be pressure all the time. He's not going to have time for that deep ball as much. 4 receptions for 53 yards and a touchdown versus Tennessee. He found the end zone against Tennessee, but his target share was still below 20%. Across the first 4 games, man, his lowest single game target share was 21.2% or 27.1%. Shit, 21.7%. Over his last 4, he's been at 12.5, 11, 0, and 17.9. So he went from like super consistent, amazing. Joe Alt got injured, went to shit. And Joe Alt's been kind of injured. Now he's gone. I'm out, Jason. Lad McConkey's developed his chemistry back with him. Joe Alt might need ankle surgery versus Pittsburgh at Jacksonville and then a bye. So get rid of him, Jason. At all costs. He's probably going to be covered by Jalen Ramsey, who's not the scariest person this year. At Jacksonville. Yeah. So package Quentin Johnston up and get rid of him. Oh, it's raining.
Yeah. It's raining here too. I'm all about that. I really don't. Is there an actual Chargers receiver that you want?
Keenan Allen.
You still take Keenan Allen?
I was going to put him on the trade for, but I had him last week.
Yeah, I think it's too tough. It's too tough to try to predict now with the tight end Gadsden, whatever his name is.
Give me Keenan Allen.
Quentin Johnston or R.J. Harvey?
R.J. Harvey just had that. He did terrible in the running game again, but he had 5 receptions for 50 yards on a touchdown or something like that.
Yeah, he scored a touchdown in 3 straight games.
I might need to start pumping the brakes on Keenan Allen, Jason. Now I'm checking it out, and I'm like, God, I love Keenan Allen because that, like, 1 or 2 years I called it being good, and he was amazing. But yeah, he hasn't had a good game. He's had one good game in the last 5-6 weeks. Literally, one good game in 6 weeks.
Yep.
So I think I need to take my Keenan Allen, get his ass out of my head.
Get your ass out of my head. Grow up.
Out of my head.
What about Quentin Johnston for Jordan Addison?
Dude, I just talked so much shit about Jordan Addison. JJ McCarthy's throwing for 150 yards in every game he started this year. And you saw that in the second half. I think his QBR rating went down to like 30. So I'm not trading for any Vikings pass catchers, Jason. I'd probably keep Quentin Johnston, dude.
What about? Oh man, that one's kind of tough. Okay, what about for Kenneth Walker, who had all the goal line carries inside the 5 yesterday?
Man, Kenneth Walker's gonna explode one of these days, Jason. I know it. I thought it was gonna be yesterday because Kenneth Charbonnet didn't log a carry for like the first while.
Yeah, dude, but Sam Darnold, when you go 17 for 17, 256 yards, you don't really need the running game that much. He's scoring every time he threw the ball. It's like, dude, come on.
That is such a surprise to me, man. Yeah, I'm looking at Jordan Addison right now. He's had 26 games last game, 48 games. Dude, yeah, I would not try to trade for Jordan Addison. Who were we talking about real quick, Jason? It was Quentin Johnston or Kenneth Walker?
Yes.
Give me Kenneth Walker. I'm fine with Kenneth Walker. I like Kenneth Walker.
Okay, all right.
Better than freaking Bill right now, huh, Jason?
Yeah, barely. God, barely. But yeah. Hey, Kenneth Walker matched Jonathan Taylor's points this week, so.
Yeah, Kenneth Walker, man, but he needs touchdowns. But yeah, he'll get 11 carries, 17 double-digit carries every single game this year. But he hasn't had a touchdown. He had 3 touchdowns in the first 3 weeks. Hasn't had a touchdown since.
Yep. But like I said, he had all the Zach Charbonnet did not get a single goal line touch, which is very important. So I hope that continues on for next week.
All right, Jason, the last one I think is yours. DJ Moore, just for like 22 fantasy points.
Let me break it down a little bit for you, Tyler. DJ Moore, this dude is wide receiver 36 in points per game. All right, check it. 22 points, season high last week. He scored 2 touchdowns. 2 touchdowns? A passing and a rushing touchdown, but not a receiving touchdown. Only 1 receiving touchdown, and it happened against the other horrible defense, the Dallas Cowboys, I think back in like week 4. He's not getting the opportunities. 17% target share, and it gets worse in the red zone with a 14% target share. Even Rome Odunze, we have him on a hold here. He's wide receiver 1 on the team right now. I assume he just had, the worst game of his career. But DJ scoring touchdowns on passing and rushing is not something that you should invest in for a wide receiver. This guy's not Deebo Samuel. He's averaging only 3.8 receptions a game. That's close to Christian Watson, but Watson at least will get you the yards. I don't want DJ no more.
Well, Jason, his last 3 games, New Orleans, Baltimore, Cincinnati. He had Las Vegas and Dallas. His last fucking dude. Like 5 of his last 6 games has literally been the best matchups in the NFL. It's crazy. But I will give it to you, man. He's had what? 6 rushing attempts. He's had at least 1 rushing attempt almost in every game this season. So I do like that. With that 1 rushing touchdown. He's only had, other than this 1 rushing touchdown, he's only had 1 fantasy point from all those rushes, so it doesn't equal fantasy points.
Yeah, dude. This guy is crazy. And then he threw a 2-yard touchdown to Caleb Williams. So
dude, Chicago's schedule has been so easy. It is crazy. So we'll see how that goes in their future.
Well,
check into our Wednesday episode, Jason.
Huh?
Check into our Wednesday episode or Thursday episode.
Yep. Be there. Okay. Tyler, would you do J.K. Dobbins for DJ Moore?
I'd rather have J.K. Dobbins, man. You kidding me?
DJ Moore, Jake Ferguson.
Oh my God, Jake Ferguson's fallen down that much. Jake Ferguson.
And let's stick with the tight ends. No, let's do DJ Moore for Travis Etienne.
I would try to get Travis Etienne, Jason. I mean, and just chase that upside. Hopefully he starts exploding. And Bashal Tootin is still getting involved, but Etienne looked so good in the beginning of the year. I would try to chase that.
Well, you know what happened? I just saw this stat that Travis Etienne was stopped at the 1 yard line 5 times versus the Raiders.
Are you kidding me? I thought you were
5 times.
That's insane.
And then Tootin came in and got it.
Okay. Darn Tootin, they probably said when he scored that touchdown.
They're like, darn Tootin.
Darn Tootin. So, all right. So you can get some decent stuff for DJ Moore, Jason.
Yeah. I mean, he just had people probably like, he's back. This is why we drafted him. It's like, dude, he's going to have to score a passing touchdown and a rushing touchdown every game to keep up this value. It's not going to happen. Oh, yeah, Travis Etienne. Oh, he had a 3-yard run, 0-yard run to the 1 yard line, and then Bashal Tootin. Oh, that's not the stat I was trying to read. Okay, forget about that. Cut that.
Hey, I forgot to shout out, Jason.
Let's do it.
Lula. Hey, you know what this says right here? Let's see if it focuses. Is it going to focus? I thought it would. It says, the best in the biz, Jason. That's on Twitter.
Yep.
That means it's true. So thank you, Lula.
Yep. I mean, it's true. That's so funny.
Hey, if you have any more players that you want to trade for, any trades you want us to, maybe talk about. Oh yeah, Jason, look at it twice. I love it. Comment down below, man. Add those players. Jason, your camera ain't focusing, dog.
I know.
My stomach is about to explode.
I think because I was too close.
I can't tell that either. Oh, somebody's calling me. Oh, Ray. I gotta go, Jason. Hey, hopefully we're in a thumbs up. Hopefully we're in a subscription. Jason, please send us out.
Yes, so make sure to check our Thursday episode. We have a Thursday episode. Repeat, a Thursday episode. It's going to be the rest of the season schedule for every position, good and bad. Maybe some of these players you want to try and target before it's too late, or give away because you don't want their schedule in the playoffs. Okay? We'll talk to you in that video. Deuces.